Hi, and welcome to the Arup LA downtown office. We thought it would be a good idea to make sure that everybody understands what is available in the office and why we did some things, so that we're going to do a series of videos that tell people how the office works, why it works that way, and also gets into some of the safety features that the office has and what we do in the event of an event. We've moved into one of the safest buildings in town. When we looked downtown, many of the buildings were not structurally upgraded or up to the latest codes. This one is up to the latest structural codes and therefore is seismically safe, and that was an important part of this move. We also looked at the fire safety of the building, and this is one of the more fire-safe buildings in town as well. It meets new codes, it's fully sprinklered, which is a long way towards getting us to safety. It also has full smoke detection on the floors, which is more than most any building in town would have, and probably a bit unnecessary. It's got manual pull stations at the exits. And so you put all that together and the building is quite safe. It also has a smoke control system that we designed these floors to adapt to our open stairs between floors. The fire notification system is a voice communication system. In the event of a fire, you'll hear a tone followed by voice instructions. They will tell you to go down 5 floors, so you'll go into the stairwells, and there are 3 stairwells, which is in excess of code. You'll go into the stairs and go down 5 floors. The stair doors will unlock so that you can use that floor 5 below us as an area of refuge. I mentioned earlier that we have 3 exit stairs. And as you all know, we only have open stair access between the 18th and 19th floors. Over time, and hopefully soon, we're going to get card access so that we can use the enclosed exit stairs for access between floors 18 and 20, and that'll make floor 20 not quite so isolated as it is today. I think it's also important that you understand the building security system. Much of our security is based upon the access to the elevators from central security downstairs, and the fact that elevators will not stop on our floors unless they're supposed to. Because of fire codes, it was difficult to have locks on our doors out of the elevator lobbies, and so those doors are always unlocked, which means that the entire security of the space is based upon that elevator system. That suggests that you not keep things of high personal value in the space until we're sure that this system works well. Personal assets are not insured by our insurance, and therefore it's my strong recommendation that valuable things not be kept in the office. In this segment, I'm going to cover some other things that people really ought to know. Later we'll do the videos by floor where Julie will take you through what's on each floor and why, but there's just some things that people ought to know that they're figuring out for themselves, and so we're going to try to help you through that with this next few minutes of tape. All guests who visit the building will check in at security downstairs and get a pass. You should have their name at security so that they can get into the building quickly. They will then access the elevators and be sent to the 19th floor, and from there you'll be called and asked to greet them at the 19th floor.
Each of the conference rooms have the same general amenities. They have a big screen of some sort. There are click shares that you can plug into your laptops. Some of our rooms are video conference room capable, and all of the larger rooms have Polycom conference room tables. Our acoustic engineers have taken good care of us with regards to the acoustic treatments in our conference rooms. We've thought about how the room works, especially given that we have a lot of glass and natural daylighting in these rooms. We have K13 for the ceilings that helps absorb general noise. We have fabric wrap panels that are pinnable. You can tack them all. You can actually pin up different project work there.
Our meeting rooms are actually arranged in a logical way. They start with the letter A at reception, and as you head from the south side center and work west, the letters will go up A, B, C, D, etc. And that is true on all floors. So if you're looking for the letter M, for instance, you're probably about 2/3 of the way around the building, so don't go to reception first. They're also arranged on floors on the 18th floor by names of districts, and on the 19th floor by names of beaches, and on the 20th floor by names of streets. Those go in alphabetical order, but they don't necessarily match the letter, so it's easiest to know the letter number of your meeting room when you're looking for it. The conference rooms have white walls, but not drawing walls. In the old building, as you'll remember, our walls got mustier and mustier as people drew on them more and more, and so we're using movable whiteboards to bring into the conference rooms to work from. That does two things. One, when you're done, you can take it back out with you and not have to take pictures of it, or not have to erase it so that the next people don't see it. And the other thing it does is it keeps the conference rooms looking better. But we do have some white walls. Each of the principal's offices has a drawable wall, and also the two alcoves, sometimes called the timeout rooms, are also drawable walls. You can tell which walls are drawable because they're very shiny as opposed to the matte finish that most of our walls have. Many people have asked about parking validations. We've looked carefully at that, and we feel that for clients and for invited guests, we will validate their parking, although they won't park on our floors. For drop-ins and vendors, we typically will not validate their parking, but that's on a case-by-case basis. If we really think we should, we will, and we'll leave that to you. Many of you have asked about microwaves and refrigerators. We intentionally put the refrigerators and the microwaves all on the 20th floor for a couple of reasons. One reason is we're trying to get people to visit the 20th floor, and we would like people as much as possible to be seeing other people and dining with them and communing rather than only eating at their desk. So it makes that more likely. The second reason is we have the microwaves in a separate room with high exhaust system. So for those of you who will inevitably burn your food, the smell is exhausted quickly. Also, that room has a heat detector instead of a smoke detector, so we won't be evacuating all the floors because you burnt your popcorn. You may have noticed that you see our logo at the top of the building, and you may wonder when, or some of you may have never seen it. Our deal with the landlord is that our logo appears twice an hour for 2 minutes. Right now it is set to appear from 16 minutes after the hour till 18 minutes after, and also from 46 minutes after to 48 minutes after. So make sure you look at that time. It's really pretty cool to see.